Search me, O Lord, to know me. Give me a heart like yours. Transform me according to your desire, and fill me with your holy presence until I overflow of you. Use me, my Lord. Use me like a lighthouse that shines at night, till I can reach over the water, like a shelter in the desert, like the arrow that hits the target. I want to serve you in a way that pleases you, anytime, anywhere, my Lord. I give you my life. Use me, my God. Use me. Search me, O Lord, to know me. Give me a heart like yours. Transform me according to your desire, and fill me with your holy presence until I overflow of you. Use me, my God. Use me like a lighthouse that shines at night, till I can reach over the waters, like a shelter in the desert, like the arrow that hits the target. I want to serve you in a way that pleases you, anytime, anywhere, my God. I give you my life. Use me, my God. Use me like a lighthouse that shines at night, till I can reach over the water, like a shelter in the desert, like the arrow that hits the target. I want to serve you in a way that pleases you, anytime, anywhere, my God. I give you my life. Use me, my God. Use me. Search me, break me, transform me, fill me, and use me. Search me, break me, transform me, fill me, and use Very good day to you and welcome to our interview room. I am here with Miss Shanice. Miss Shanice, how are you today?
I'm good, Pastor.
Welcome, nice to have you here.
Yes, Pastor.
Miss Shanice is going to be sharing with us how her life used to be. Perhaps what she's going to bring to our attention is something that resembles your life today. So let us hear what Miss Shanice has to tell us in our interview room. Miss Shanice, how was your life before?
Well, while growing up, it was a bit tough financially, mainly because it was one person working in the house, which was my mother. And while it was not only me, but I had like my nieces, my nephews, my cousins. So it was a lot of us who were in the house together, and it was only her who was working by herself.
Do you remember how many people in the house?
Yes, let me check. It's like my niece and my nephew, my two cousins, myself, and at the time also was my grandmom
So
with my
six
mother. So
people besides your mother.
yes,
So seven.
seven, yes.
And your mother was the only one working?
She was the only one who was working. I was still going to school as well. Everyone else who was in the school, I was like the oldest child, if I must say. At that point in time, although I had a brother, he wasn't at home. So it was me and my other niece, nephews, and cousins. So all of us were going to school. So like, mommy would be going to work, and she would work. She would work day and night to try to make everything meet. But because it was her alone, it was a bit difficult. Because sometimes it's not one person you have to feed. You have to buy enough food for everyone. And sometimes even like we would buy food, but it would finish. It wouldn't always meet the needs that we would have, because it's only her alone to pay, to buy food, to pay bills, whatever we need for school. So sometimes it was a bit difficult. Sometimes I may skip a book that I may have needed for school because we had to take the money to do something else. There were always, and each month you would always have new expenses. Even if you would budget something, there's always going to be something that will come up to divert the funds that you had.
And how challenging was going to school with all that going on at home?
It was hard, but I never used to dwell on it and say, well, oh my gosh, my life is like this. I never used to complain about it. I just used to go through it normal. It was hard, but I just never used to dwell on the whole fact that things difficult. I just always knew that things will get better. I always had that belief that things will get better. So no matter, sometimes if there are like younger children, my mom, she would let us eat, and she would go without getting food. She would always say, now when I go to work I could get something at work, but she would make sure that we ate, and she would go without.
Perhaps you are watching us right now, you are a mother, and you are doing exactly that. Like the mother of Shanice was doing. You have so many people to provide to. At times you say, I'm not hungry, you may eat, but it's because you know what you have at the table is not enough. And you have been working so hard. Perhaps you work 2 jobs, 3 jobs, and you are not able to make ends meet. Life has been extremely challenging for you. Despite of all your effort, you feel as if the doors are shut, the ways are closed. You think the future holds nothing good at all for you. This is how your life is supposed to be, so you think. But I guarantee you, it is not. Did you believe that life couldn't get better?
No, I believe things could have gotten better, because like, although like, I just used to, like my grandmother, she would still tell you, pray, talk to God and these things. So I always used to believe somewhere along the line that this is not how things were going to remain. And I also determined that within myself, this is not how my life is going to be. It has to change somewhere. I didn't know how it was going to change.
But in that point in time, there was no change.
At that point in time, it was no change, Pastor. None.
So things was getting worse.
It was hard. It was hard. And remember, it's like, as children grow, needs expand. Because sometimes, like my mom, she took on the responsibility of my nieces and my nephews and my cousins from birth. So it was something that she was doing for many years, Pastor. Many years she would invest, and as they grew, they needed more things. And it was difficult sometimes, like my grandmother, if she has her pension, she would try to assist, but still, it wouldn't be enough.
So everyone was trying to come together in order to
make everything work.
But it
It
wasn't.
still wasn't enough. No. It was still difficult.
It sounds funny today, but by that time
No, it wasn't funny. It wasn't
was
funny.
really,
No.
really hard.
Yes, it was.
Your grandmother, your mother fighting so hard, but
It still wasn't enough, Pastor.
maybe this is what is happening to you. When we come back, Miss Shanice is going to share with us what happened. Is her life still the same? Is her family still the same? Does her story end in sadness or in happiness? Was there transformation? When we come back, she's going to tell us how her life is right now.
I stand before your presence today. The troubles I face sometimes put me down, but your word says to me, I can overcome. I just need to believe, 'cause to be defeated, to be destroyed, is not for me. I made my choice, so I need your power to overcome. 'Cause I am born to conquer. That's why I say I will never give up, I will never give in. I will fight to the end until I win. Nothing will stand in my way, I will never fail. I say no one can take my faith away. I will never give up, I will never give in. I will fight to the end until I win. Nothing will stand in my way, I will never fail. I say no one can take my faith away. 'Cause I am born to conquer. I'm born to conquer. I'm born to conquer. Hey, hey, I'm born to conquer. I'm born to conquer. I'm born to conquer. I'm born to conquer. I stand before your presence today. The troubles I face sometimes put me down, but your word says to me, I can overcome. I just need to believe, 'cause to be defeated, to be destroyed, is not for me. I made my choice, so I need your power to overcome. 'Cause I am born to conquer. That's why I say I will never give up, I will never give in. I will fight to the end until I win. Nothing will stand in my way, I will never fail. I say no one can take my faith away. I will never give up, I will never give in. I will fight till the end until I win. Nothing will stand in my way, I will never fail. I say no one can take my faith away. 'Cause I am born to conquer. Hey, 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 hey. I'm born to conquer. I'm born to conquer. I said I'm born to conquer. I said I'm born to conquer. Born to conquer, yeah. I'm born to conquer.
Very well, we are back in our interview room with Miss Shanice. If you missed the first part of our interview room, she was sharing with us that she grew up in a house with 6 other people. Her mother being the only provider, things were very hard. And as they grew up, things became even harder because their needs increased and there was no way that her mother alone could provide for them all. Going to school at times, she used to miss certain books, but she believed that her life would change. Did your life change, Shanice? Welcome back.
Yes, it did change. What happened was that, well, actually it was my mom. Well, my grandmother brought my mother to the church, and then my mom invited me to the church.
How did your grandmother hear about the church? Do you know?
She was passing, I remember she said she was passing downstairs and they were evangelizing, and they asked her if she wanted to come up. And she was like, well, I need help to go up the stairs. And they helped her up. And then she enjoyed the service. And when she came home, she was like, Elisha, I have a church, I want you to go. And then mommy also came and she started to attend. And then she invited me and I eventually came.
And what happened after that?
When I came to the church, I started to learn how to use my faith. We took part in the chain of prayers as well. And by taking part in the chain of prayer, you started to exercise your faith.
When you say you took part in a chain of prayer, can you be more specific? When you say chain of prayer, what do you mean? You came to the church on a specific day, you
Yes.
began to follow the guidance, the instructions.
Yes.
How was it all about?
Well, actually, Pastor, when I started to come, I actually used to come every day. Every day before I go to school, I would come to 6 a.m. service. And then I would go back to school. So although like church was in Port of Spain, I would come straight down and then I go to school in St. James. So I would travel back to school. So I think I only used to miss on Saturdays. Because Monday to Friday, I would be in church. And even on Sundays, I would be in church as well. So we had like, when we came to the church, we would come to each service. Each day was a different purpose. Whether Tuesdays and Thursdays at that time, I didn't really think it was relevant to me. I still used to come, because you was always going to receive a word. We actually started to put it in practice. We saw things were changing. Sometimes you would buy food and it's the same amount of money that you make in the grocery, but it lasts longer.
You were doing more
But
with
the same,
less.
yes, Pastor.
You were doing more with less.
Yes,
because
Pastor.
when you began to put God first, you took aside the first 10%
Yes.
of everything that was coming to your hands and you returned to God.
Yes.
So you remain with 90%.
Yes.
With that 90%,
We
you
were
were
able
doing
to do
more
than with the 100%,
than with the
Pastor.
100%
Yes,
you had
Pastor.
before.
Yes.
And so God began to bless you.
Yes, and it so happens that, you know, things just started to, it was one improvement after. You would see different doors opening, you would see you'll get, like, besides you'll see, yes, the food lasting, which was a plus because it's like, okay, you were able to pay your bills, you're able to, like, even I started to go to school, continue to go to school, like I would get jobs, and each time I would get a different job, I would always get a better job than the last job that I had. So it was up till today, like, yes, during the process of time you would have changed jobs, but each job that I get is always better than the other one, with a better salary than the previous one as well, Pastor.
Are you currently employed?
Yes, Pastor.
What you are earning, is it enough to cover for all your needs?
Yes, it is, but I need more. It is, Pastor, but needs will always come, so that means I need more, I need to get better salaries as well, Pastor.
You keep on doing your chain of
I
prayer.
keep on to do my chain of prayer, and I am still a faithful tither. I don't play. As soon as any source of money comes into my hand, I could get money from relatives, I could get money from my salary. The first thing that I do, I separate.
When you look back and you look now, can you describe the change?
Yes, Pastor.
Put it in words.
Before, it was financial misery. It was poverty. It was misery. It was hard. Today, it's a lot better, and it will continue to get better, because still I'm not satisfied. Although I'm no longer in the same situation as I was before, I am still not satisfied. because I have a vision that I want to see come to pass. And I know that once I continue to go with God, I will receive that vision. I will continue to move forward in that faith, because I learned the secret, Pastor. Once you put God first, no matter how hard it may seem to be, sometimes you may even see obstacles coming at you. But once you put God first, you become a faithful tither, and you really look to His guidance, you are going to overcome.
If they want to meet with you in person, if they want to hear from you in person,
Pastor, I will be there Monday, so you could just come Monday 5 p.m.
You'll
and
be
you'll
there.
see me. Yes, Pastor.
and you are going to be able to see them face to face.
Yes, Pastor. They can come up to me and they can ask me. I will be there Monday 5 p.m.
What else shall we say? You heard it all. She's happy, all smiles, satisfied. Well, she said she's fighting for more. She has her target. She has a goal to achieve, and she's moving towards it. I say to you, if you set yourself a target and you get into a pact with God, you are going to achieve as much as she has achieved and even more. Monday, 5 p.m., follow her advice. Come to receive your golden pact key. God will open great doors for you. Until our next interview room, God bless you all.